Ciao, I am Massimo and we are a cruising charter. Welcome on board. I will show you all the main parts of the boat. Come with me. Here you have your dinghy. If you want to raise up the dinghy and place it on the deck, you have to use this halyard, which is normally for the spinnaker. You just tie the two ropes together and pull up. The halyard will go to the cockpit, so it's very easy to use. You put it on the winch. Here we have the anchor winch system and the remote control, down and up. On this boat we have 50 meters of chain. Every 10 meters you have a red mark. Sardinia can be sometimes very windy, so please use a lot of chain, 5-6 times the depth of the water at least. This is the freshwater tank. Here we open the Genoa sail and here we close it. Everything goes to the cockpit, so very easy to use. Here we have the system for the mainsail. You only have two positions, so on this side it's not possible to open the sail. You have to switch it to the other side like that, and you will open the sail by using this sheet here on the top that goes to the cockpit. Open the sail as much as you need, then put back this one here on this position, so you will lock the sail. When you decide to close it, same position here, so this side is only to open, wind channel, and you will go clockwise like that. But on this side is rigid, so only one way, no chances to go to reverse. If you don't put this on the correct position, then you can't lock the sail, so the system doesn't work properly. You will see that the sail will enter this way. If you see that the sail is going this way, then something is wrong. So you have to open completely the sail and do it again, because otherwise the sail will not stop. To open the mainsail, switch on this side, then some of your friends from the cockpit will open it. Okay. Then, here again, to close it, switch it back on the first position, here, so you can see it's not going on the other side. The wind channel, and one hand on the rope, so you keep a good tension on the sail, and go clockwise like that. Okay, that much is enough. Here we have the life raft, and this one is the main sheet for it. It's a very long one, about 8-10 meters. So first you have to pull out about 2-3 meters of it and tight it on some strong part of the boat. That can be this one or any other one. Then you simply throw everything in the water and jump on board. You have a knife already inside of the raft. Cut the rope and go for the new trip, but I'm sure you don't need it. Here at the stern we have the mooring lines and the shore power cable. Then here we have the place for the leather. Here you will place the leather if you want to go to swim. Here we have a hot shower. Here we have a diesel tank. Here we have the gas bottle. This is the place for the tiller, so the rudder bar. This is the manual bilge pump. Simply open and pump in case you need it. To run the engine, we have to switch on the electricity. Wait for about 10 seconds until you hear the beep. Now you can press start and run the engine. If you need to recharge the batteries after, for example, one night at the anchor, you have to go 1300 rounds per minute. So press that to have the neutral gear and go forward with the handle. Like that, you will charge the batteries. You have to keep it for about an hour and a half, 2 hours. When you use the handle with the gears, please slowly. It means now I go forward. If I need to go backward, I have to stop in the middle, then go backward. Never means never do it continuously like that. The boat comes with a full diesel tank. Please refill it before you come back to Portisco. And to stop the engine, you press stop. And very important, remember to switch off the electricity. So on, off, off. Forget that. Here inside we have the horseshoe with a floating torchlight inside. So when you throw it in the water, you will have the light on. The rope is already plugged to the boat. This is the control for the autopilot. Standby is manual. If you want to use it, press that one to engage and you have the autopilot. Then one direction or the other one. Standby will be manual again. Here a multi-instrument with several different pages. So you will find the wind, direction, speed of the boat, whatever. But what is really important is the depth of the water. This is the sea level, the water line. And the keel of the boat is about 2.5 meters. Okay, so at the moment, for example, we have 3 meters free under the keel. If you read 2.5 here, it's too late. In this locker we have part of the equipment. We have a spare anchor with a 10 meters chain, a 30 meters long rope for the second anchor, spare mooring ropes, so you have 4 altogether, the boat hook, and here we have the tiller, so the bar for the rudder. And on the other side, a fire extinguisher, spare gas bottle, the water pipe, pedals for the dinghy, the pump for the dinghy, a manual pump for water or whatever else. This is the ladder for the back platform to go to swim. And over there we have the main switch for the 220 volts. Then few things for the cleaning of the boat. Every boat comes with an adapter for electricity, so 16 to 32 ampere. Here we have all the sheets. Look, this one and this one are halyards, so to raise up the sails. Don't touch them because you roll the sails. Now we go down inside of the boat. Here we have the engine. We did all services, so you don't need to check. And in case of any kind of problems with the engine, with the sails or any part of the boat, please give us a call. You're on a holiday, we work. In the back cabin we have the main switch for the batteries of the motor. Keep it on all the time. This hole is for fire extinguisher. In case of fire into the engine room, never open the door or you will oxygen the fire. Just take the fire extinguisher and put it here inside. You have one outside, one each cabin, and few here in the main room. This is the emergency stop for the engine. In case something is wrong, you simply press that one for a few seconds and you will stop the engine. Here you have the manual pump for the diesel. In case you have problem with the diesel, you simply press that one several times and the diesel will come back from the tank. On this side, behind the engine, you have the seacock for the cooling system of the boat. Here you have the seacock for the cooling system of the boat. Keep it open all the time, of course, but in case of emergency, you know what it is. In the right back cabin, we have the emergency diesel valve. With this, if you close it, you will cut the diesel in case of fire into the engine room. Normally, don't touch it. The black one is the manual bilge pump, the one we saw outside, and the grey one is the electric bilge pump. The electric bilge pump is not automatic, so from time to time have a quick look here. If you see a little amount of water, it's not a problem, any boat has it. If you see a bigger amount of water, then it can be that you have a problem on board, so just use the pump and give us a call. The main switch for the electric bilge pump is this one. Don't forget it on. Now we have a look at the bilge. The bolts hold the keel of the boat. If you hit the ground, we will see cracks in the fiberglass here around, or here on the top, or here. We give you a boat which is fine, and we will do the check of the bilge again when the boat comes back at the checkout. So please, every skipper, check carefully that every bilge is fine. This is the switch for the toilet pump. On this side you pump the water in from the sea, and on that side you pump the water out. Please remember, no paper at all in the toilet. This is the seacock for the outlet of the toilet. This is the seacock for the inlet of the toilet. In the kitchen we have the gas valve here. Open and closed. Flame, flame, oven. Here's a spark of them. Behind the seats we have a bosun's chair to climb the mast. This is the foghorn, and this is the bag with all the flares, so rockets and smokes for the emergency. Under the beds in every cabin we have life jackets and life belts. And here under the seat in the main room as well. So life jackets, life belts. Then we have the medic first aid and a tools box. Here we have the lamp for the cockpit. Then 1, 2 and 3 winch handles. This is a shorter one to use it on the mast. Here you have binocular, bearing compass, French and course flags, pilot books, square and divider. On board you have all the charts for North Sardinia and South course. If you have any different plan, please ask. In this book we have everything about the boat. This blue one is the main license of the boat, So in every port you only need this one to register. Then insurance, security, and all manuals about instruments and all parts of the boat. Here we have the plan for all the electric parts. 220 volts, which is here on top, and 12 volts, which is here. Everything that you have here, it is written. Please read. All navigation lights, main for the cabins, charging, and all the instruments and pumps. Here is to see the levels, fresh water, and batteries. Please no battery below 12 volts. If you see they are going low, please run the engine or plug the shore power. On board you have two completely independent systems, engine and services. There are no chances to put them together, so you can use everything that you want, fridges, pumps, light, and in the morning you will run the engine anyway. Here we have the VHF. You switch on, then you have to press clear, and with this you go through channels. Portisco is on 69, you will see. In the office you will get a complete list of all the VHF channels and phone numbers of the area. Please call every port before you go. Especially when you will come back to Portisco, never enter Portisco on your own. Please call the assistance. An important tip: when you will enter your berth in Portisco, do it on reverse gear. So you will enter the main channel of the port, then all the way on reverse gear until your berth. Thank you very much for your attention. Buon vento. Ciao.